Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about two different cryptocurrencies. We're going to talk about AMP, AMP, and Alchemy Pay, ACH. AMP is working in the collateral space, ACH working in the payment space. And both are performing very well here today. AMP, a lot of people have been a little bit anxious and saying, what's going on? What's going on with the price? Well, here we go. When I looked this morning, AMP was up about 20%. At the time of this recording, it's up about 14%. We're looking at AMP right now on the big board here. And Alchemy Pay, a similar story here, up 16% and moving higher here, just slightly below 13 cents right now, but in consolidation mode, and has been moving up ever since we got word that Alchemy Pay is working on their largest partnership yet. If you haven't checked out over on the channel, I did create a video on Alchemy Pay. Here it is, huge partnership coming soon. Go ahead and search up that video if you haven't seen it already. And we're actually going to head over to YouTube right now. And recently there was an AMA event with Alchemy Pay CEO John Tan. Giovanni here asks John right off the top, explain what Alchemy Pay is. So let's listen in.
Sure. So Alchemy Pay was launched in 2018 by a team of payment veterans from global payment leaders such as PayPal, G-Money, MasterCard, and Alipay. The like-minded founders were certain that cryptocurrency would play a huge role in the payment space, but they were also acutely aware that cryptocurrency payments would not be something that would take over mainstream payment methods such as credit cards and e-wallets overnight. And this is exactly why Alchemy Pay was established to develop the world's first hybrid crypto and fiat payment gateway. So what this means, it sounds complicated, but what this really means is that merchants will be able to use one single API, one single payment terminal, or a mobile app to accept both cryptocurrency and fiat payment methods. This is absolutely critical to the adoption of cryptocurrency as a form of payment methods. Why, you may ask? Because majority of merchants and businesses are reluctant to take on a new payment system just to accept cryptocurrencies. And this is already a major issue even without crypto in the picture. For instance, the next time when you're at a restaurant, you pick over the counter to see the number of payment devices they have. You will have one for credit card, a couple for mobile wallets, and a few QR codes displayed for e-wallet payments. What Alchemy Pay does is we aggregate all these mainstream fiat payment channels and we add on cryptocurrency acceptance so that merchants will be willing to use our payment systems.
Interesting. So you could check out the full video here. It's done by Cointelegraph. Of course, we read a lot of their material all the time here on the channel, Cointelegraph. AMA with Alchemy Pay CEO John Tan. Look it up on YouTube. Find it right here. It was streamed live on August 16th. I have listened to a large chunk of this, and I am super bullish on Alchemy. Very interested in getting into this space, and it'll be really fun to watch to see what happens. So this is one that I'll be looking to get into. Of course, my insiders will know exactly when I decide to do that. If you want to become an insider, come on over. Join that link that's down in the description. Click it over there. Check out both levels, insider and supporter. Let me know if you have any questions. We'd love to have you join our private community that is up over 110 patrons strong now. I think we're closing in on 115 as we speak. But let's bounce back over to AMP because I want to talk about both of these in this video, just kind of bounce back and forth between them. AMP provides assets like ETH for instant verifiable assurance for any real-world application. So if you're new to this space, AMP is an extensible platform for collateralizing asset transfers. And the reason why I like this asset so much, and I think it has so much upside and potential, is when big retailers come to the space here, we know they're going to come here soon. And when they do, they're going to need some type of collateral. By staking AMP, though, any form of value exchange can be guaranteed. Digital payments, fiat currency exchange, loan distributions, property sales, and more. So imagine like Walmart and Amazon getting into the crypto space. So for something to be collateralized, essentially it means, if a payment doesn't go through, there's still collateral there to ensure that everything is okay, right? That's just the oversimplified way to kind of explain it. The AMP smart contracts offer a variety of built-in incentive models, including micro distributions and continuous compounding. Collateral as a service. AMP collateralization is tested, audited, and freely available for anyone to use. It's easy to build apps that lock and unlock AMP on demand to secure transfers, enabling lending and make value move more quickly. Now, as I mentioned, AMP is up today, up almost to 7 cents. In the day range, it's been to 7.5 cents here in the last 24 hours. And there's been a lot of chatter. There's been a lot of talk about AMP in recent times, and we know that big retailers will be getting involved. AMP got as high as 12 cents on the Coinbase pump, and I think we're heading back up in that direction to set new all-time highs later this year. So I still think we can run much higher than that 12-cent mark this year with AMP. So especially if one of those big retailers comes out and says, yeah, we're going to use AMP for collateral, that would be just a moonshot, right? Obviously. So let's go back to Alchemy here for a second on the charts. Alchemy, you know, if you go back to August 18th, that AMA was listed on the 16th. If you go back in here, the 16th, and this is AMP actually. Let me go back to Alchemy here. So we could see here, it was on the 18th, it was only 6 cents, and we are now up to 13 cents. This thing has just jumped, more than doubled in the past 5 days. So yeah, this thing is moving quickly. The all-time high is 52-week range is 24 cents. That was when it was listed on Coinbase, and I think it'll head back up in that direction later this year in this bull cycle, and perhaps even set new all-time highs. But this is another one. If and when we get some information about a huge partnership, which John Tan has already talked about, a huge partnership coming. They already have a partnership with Shopify. What could be bigger than that? Well, we don't know, but he said this is the biggest one yet. So a lot of people speculating, could it be Alibaba? Could it be a big retail giant? Probably somewhere in the e-commerce space that makes sense. So that's why a lot of people, you know, he mentioned Alipay in that little video clip I showed you. So let's go back over and listen to a little bit more of that right now.
In this way, we are providing value to merchants while preparing them for the global transitions towards cryptocurrency era.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And I'm actually quite excited about this project because it has as a purpose, as a fundamental purpose, as its goal is to increase mass adoption, not basing itself on rising prices, but on real utility. So maybe you can share.
I absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. So, but I absolutely agree with what you just said. You know, we are just looking purely at adoption, real-world use cases. I constantly are reminding my team we should never look at a token price. We should just focus on real-world use cases, driving partnerships, conducting integration, and token price and investors will come in naturally, organically. We do not have to go and conduct marketing just so they get more interest from the investors.
So good to hear him saying that they're focusing on real world use cases, something I mentioned that's going on in the chat room next to John there in the live chat. It's not even listed on Binance yet. And obviously Binance is the biggest exchange in the world, so that should give it a boost if you're looking for another catalyst for ACH. And again, don't go jumping in, right away, especially if you don't want to buy the top right now of ACH or AMP. But these two should be on your radar. I know a lot of people already have them in their portfolios. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on AMP or ACH or both. Love to hear from you as always. Thank you so much for stopping by. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.